With the recent release of Claude 3, we will be testing some artificial intelligences to see which one can generate obstacle detection code. The particularity of these obstacles is that they are part of the tile map, with a collider 2D tile map and a rigid body 2D, which is usually used for the effect of walls or boundaries in Unity. Very good. We are going to start our tests. We will use the same prompt, which is the one you can see on the screen. Here we are describing the context where we have configured our tile map with its respective properties and a character that should be detected, the obstacles. The first artificial intelligence to try will be Codeium. In my case, I will use it through VS Code. As you can see, I already put my prompt and I have an answer. At first glance, it seems that it will work, at least to some degree. Within our Unity editor, we select the character to which we will attach the script. Then we will configure what it is asking us for. In this case, we will only set the tile map. We will leave the radius at 4 as it is. Remember, that was what we asked in our prompt. And as a result, we can see that it is detecting the tiles, which is correct, and we can say that it is doing what we have requested on the first shot. For the next test, we will use Copilot, the same prompt as with Codeium, and now we wait for the response. Once we have it on the screen, we will copy it and test. Now we are going to test the script that Copilot has given us. We will remove the previous one so as not to cause any conflict, and we will make just a small correction to the name of the layer. This because during the development of this video, I changed it, and now it has some differences. The code generated by Copilot is detecting the tile map, but as a whole and not per individual tile, as was the case with Codeium. Although the script runs without problems, it is somewhat further from what we need. If we want, we could debug with new prompts, but that is not the goal of this test. The next test will be with Claude 3, same prompt, which generates at first glance a code that can work, as in the previous cases. After the initial prompt, we have also asked him to generate the gizmos. In the case of Claude 3, the code has some small errors, such as the name of a data type that is misspelled, and the incorrect use of handles that would only work in Unity editor mode. What you see on the screen is the code with these minimal corrections. However, this already deducts some points from Claude 3. Now let's move on to testing. As in the previous cases, we will configure in the editor what is necessary according to the script generated by Claude 3. We can see that it is already drawing some things, and the console shows the detection of obstacles, but as happened with Copilot, it detects the tile map as a whole and not each tile individually, which, despite the hype of Claude 3, it failed to surpass Copilot or Codeium. The next test will be with ChatGPT, same prompt, and as in Claude 3, we will also ask for the gizmos. Unlike Claude 3, ChatGPT uses gizmos more correctly and does not present initial errors in its code, which means that we can copy and paste to test it. We pass the script to our character and configure the tile map according to what the script generated by ChatGPT requests, and we will try it. The solution has a similar result to what Codeium did. We fixed the radius of the gizmo a little to see better. And as we can see, Every tile is detected like this. ChatGPT complies with what was requested in the prompt on the first try. We can compare the resulting code between Codeium and ChatGPT. Although there are similarities, there are certain differences in terms of code, although the result is the same. This test, we will not see which is more efficient. For now, we can conclude that both solutions generated in a first attempt, do they work? Now, as a bonus, we will try Google's Gemini option. Same prompt. In this case, it generates the code for us step by step, and we can already see at first glance some problems with the code. This code won't work and has deeper problems than what happened with Claude 3, so it's not worth even trying to fix. Finally, we will review a human-generated solution, assisted by AI. This solution is based on Composite Collider 2D that differentiates it from the others that are based on the tile map component. The most radical difference of this solution is that it allows detecting the vertices of the drawn object in question within the tile, whereas the other solutions only detected the tile. In the case of the AIs, they were too literal in their understanding of the prompt, focusing on keywords like tile and overlooking important details such as the mention of the two-dimensional collider, or the knowledge that only a part of the tail, the one drawn, may be relevant for calculating obstacles. All right, we will try out this solution. We'll set up what's appropriate according to the jointly generated script and see how it goes. This alternative detects the vertices of the object drawn within the tail, and then performs interpolation between the vertices to fill in with more points. This would allow for more detailed detection of obstacles that are part of a tile map. This should have been the most accurate response. Concluding, the biggest disappointment we found was in Gemini. While it's better than Bayard, it's still far behind compared to the rest, which puts it in last place. Claude 3, which has the most hype, or surprises by not hitting the mark. It's supposed to outperform GPT in many benchmarks. Although the version of Claude tested is Sonnet, it should at least be on par with ChatGPT. Regarding Copilot, it behaved as expected. Codeium surprises in this test, which makes it a very good alternative to Copilot, considering that it is free for individual use. On the other hand, ChatGPT continues to demonstrate that it still retains its throne, that considering it has yet to respond with an update to the release of Claude 3, but perhaps they don't have much to worry about. For now. Although out of the 5 AIs tested, 2 provided a reasonable solution, none provided a definitive answer to the query. But these solutions are much better compared to what could be achieved just a few months ago. It is reasonable to think that in the not-so-distant future, the same question could have as a solution what was generated today with human assistance. That's all for now. Don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel.